Hello. It's Ray Reese, Reese's Masterpieces. I am effing exhausted. Dog. I taught 3 kickboxing classes, essentially back to back. I was out in Crumlin, did my, did my 30-minute class, which normally starts at 4:15. And then so I'll get done at 4:45 and then have a half an hour before it's time for my 45-minute class. Well, that 30-minute class got pushed back by 15 minutes because the venue wasn't ready. So that meant I did my 30-minute class, got out of there with just 15 minutes to set up for the next class, go to the bathroom, replenish, get some carbs in me, so on and so forth. Then once I was done with that class, I had to drive all the way to South Philly and teach a 45-minute class on the back. So I went from a 30-minute, it went from a 30-minute tempo-based, in the air class to a 45-minute tempo-based punch in the air class to a 45-minute to an hour class of hitting the bags. So I am wiped. And it's cold as fuck out here. Pardon my language. I know I've let a few fly in previous videos, but shit, it is cold out here, yo. Which brings me, sort of to my next point. When we talk about warming up and stuff and stretching, oh man, my lips is mad ashy, I think, from the cold. But anyway, warming up and stretching. How important is stretching? How important is warming up? The short version is warming up is more important than stretching. That being said, you want to be warm. If you're going to stretch, you want to be warm first. All right. Think of your muscles, kind of like taffy, taffy. And let's say you wanted to stretch that taffy. Let's say you wanted to bend that taffy. If you want to stretch it or bend that taffy, if you do it while it's cold, it's going to break. It's going to snap. You want to get it warmed up so that way you can, stretch it. And so, yeah, I see people that, they get into the gym or they get into a fitness class and they just like throw their leg up on a piece of apparatus and just start stretching. I'm like, you didn't do anything. But if you're warm, regardless, your muscles are going to be more pliable. You're not going to have to. There's more benefits if you had to do one or the other. There's more benefits to being warm than there is to stretching. And if you're going to stretch, you should be warm first. But people also have some misconceptions about what stretching does or why we do it. Technically, you don't have to stretch before a warm-up unless there is a specific range of motion that you are trying to achieve. That being said, I stretch with the exercise. So my stretches, so if I'm doing a bench press, instead of me putting my arm like on a thing and then like stretching my shoulder out and, doing all this, I will take the bar, like I'll take the bar and bring it down, to my chest, hold it, and press. If I'm doing squats, I'll have, the bar on my back and I'll squat down, hold it, and try to get lower and lower. But if you don't have those range of motion requirements, if you're not doing an exercise where you're having any sort of difficulty with the range of motion, you don't need to spend, 15 to 20 minutes stretching. If anything, you want to be warmed up. But I mean, if you think of it even just from a natural outside real world perspective, if let's say you had the bus was coming, you're about to miss your bus, or your car was about to get towed, are you going to warm up? Are you going to stretch before you go running after that thing? Or are you just going to take off and operate within your known limits? Like, how many of you guys have helped somebody move, up some flights of stairs, down some flights of stairs, into a truck, out of the truck? Like, when you guys did that, did you stretch beforehand? You warm up? Like, what'd you do? You took it easy, and whether you knew it or not, as the minutes and hours maybe went on, your body was more warm and you were more able to handle certain loads and, operate at a certain pace. That's just your basic survival / self-preservation. You're not going to go ham right out the gate. You're going to be moving, getting this together, getting that together, see how much this weighs, getting ready, getting down, so on and so forth, right? But yeah, there's more on that. If you have any questions about that, feel free to leave it in the comments. I know this can be like counter to what most people have learned. I can do a whole different stretching thing later. But let me know if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. Please like and/or subscribe and hit the notifications. Join on the YouTube channel, Reese's Masterpieces. I look forward to hearing from you. And as always, good luck with your journey. See ya.